Hi, I'm John Waterhouse, and this is Weekday Wisdom. My question for you today is, does changing your thinking really change your life? Well, I believe that it does. I believe that that's what the science of mind teaches. And I could give you hundreds of quotes where Dr. Ernest Holmes claims that that's the truth. Even in the Science of Mind magazine for decades, there was a phrase on the front that said, change your thinking, change your life. So there's lots of evidence within our teaching that this is true. But to answer that question today, I want to use someone else's thoughts. And the person that I'm going to introduce you to here is a famous person, but in an entirely different field. His name is Chuck Lorre, and he's been called the king of sitcoms. He produces and creates sitcoms for television. And here are some of the ideas that he's turned into major television events. He produced Grace Under Fire, Sybil, Dharma and Greg, 2.5 Men, The Big Bang Theory, Mike and Molly, Mom, Young Sheldon, and Bob Hart's Abishola. He also was the original producer of The Roseanne Show. So he's been around for a while doing this work in the world. And one thing you'll notice about his shows, if you watch them, is in the credits at the end of the show, there's always a vanity card, something that he wrote personally and put on there. Usually they're too long to actually read. Even if you're a speed reader, it's a little hard to get to all of it while it's on the screen. But if you'll catch the number that's next to his name at the top, you can Google that and find out what it really says. One caught my eye, years ago, and I made a point to keep it, and I want to share it with you today. Here's how it goes. I've been told that if you change your mind, you change the world, or at least the way you experience it. Let's take a moment to examine that. The presumption is, if you thought the world was a hostile, ugly place filled with awful people doing awful things, that's what you'd see. Your mind would naturally seek out confirmation for its preconceived ideas, such as if you're intent on buying a red car, you'll go around all day long seeing lots of red cars. If you were able to sincerely change your mind and see that we are all God in drag, that we are the conscious aspects of a perfect universe, which had to create us so we could bear witness and stand in awe before its loving magnificence, then that would be the soul-shaking reality you'd be greeted with each and every moment of each and every day. In other words, it is entirely our choice as to what kind of world we live in. With a simple decision, we can suffer in the darkness or play in the light. We can be angry, frightened, and enslaved, or loving, joyous, and free. I know, it's a toughie. And that is Lorre's number 400 vanity plate, if you want to check it out. And what I want to say that is, with this, is that if the king of sitcoms gets this, perhaps this is just one more piece of evidence that if you change your thinking, you will indeed change your life. Have a fantastic day. Thanks.